fabric can kill you. See what I mean? What you talk about is...
Hello.
Well,
I forgot to join the Discord.
you're a good
Hold
chap,
on.
Frankie, but people won't believe
There we
you
go.
if you draw
Now we're in.
that. But I'm warning the
Alright.
people of London. If I don't tell him, it will save him from eating
In an
blood.
off-camera sense, I maxed out my level with Ned here, so let's talk to Ned.
Building a picture gallery, are we, why not?
Present for my good friend Adam?
Do you treat all your friends this way?
Never mind that now. I wanted to thank you for all your help. You twins are nothing if not diligent. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. Well, the wheels of London never stop. Always more work to be done.
Later, Ned. She gives you, or he gives you rather, a cool gun that I already upgraded. A lot of money. Anyway, when we last left off, we were dealing with the leader of the Blighters, Maxwell Roth. Squeaky door. Love to arrange windows. Oh yeah, and we'll get the Maximum Dracula. Which, let's switch to Jacob real quick. Because I also think I need to give him the Mars.
Come on, bloody Pegasus!
There you go.
Yeah, we're coming up on the end here. We got,
Let's wreak havoc, shall we?
basically this and then Steric, and that's it for the main story, and then the Dreadful Crimes.
That's bloody dangerous! Some kind of soiree happening.
This way to the Alhambra.
Oh, shit!
Roth.
Well, nothing could possibly go wrong, so let's just
Mrs. Cook said that death will be
hop on up and this does if I can get close enough to the usher.
Theater.
Hey.
The doors will open shortly. Please don your mask.
I think there's a way in way up here on the roof. But hey, may as well.
I see someone. He's right there.
A bunch of knives.
Mesdames et messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Alhambra Music Hall. Tonight, we have, for one night only, a very special performance of Corvus the Trickster.
Me?
While some of the effects may be visceral and highly disturbing, do not be alarmed, my good people. Fear not. This is a purest form of entertainment. Tonight's performance immortalizes and is for the benefit of a young fellow very near and dear to my heart.
Who could that very young fellow possibly be?
I'll be serving you this evening, gentlemen.
You're still here, love? Last time, I swear, you nearly poisoned us.
Scene 2, stand by.
Let me out! I need to lower the grid for the show!
Anyway, because he's, you know, theatrical and stuff. Roth has got some
We have a volunteer.
decoys.
A big round of applause.
We
for
could
this
not kill with
brave,
ranged
brave
weapons, but
man.
it's just so much easier to do.
Our volunteer is about to die for you,
weapons.
Jacob.
Mind to know that he can retire without.
You lucky people are about to witness this gentleman being fired upon at point-blank range. Our performer will hit several targets placed around his head. Exciting, is it not?
I see someone. Sam, he's right there.
We'll our honored guest go unharmed.
In the morning, let me go. Take contact now, all of you. You'll be singing a different tune once I'm through.
Like these people clapping at
We
the
raise your hardy lunch. Let's put that hardiness
bar
to the
fight
test.
that's happening over here. Oh, you.
Enough. Please,
Yeah.
just let me go.
Guy took entirely too many, Oh, I guess I didn't take the mask off the guard up at the top for some reason. When I thought I did.
I've done for you.
The flavor intensifies the second time. The hunt, our search for quality rather than need.
it says not to, but
If he's
whatever.
not wroth,
Leaves a strange taste in your mouth, doesn't it? Like eating pork when expecting venison.
Ready?
show yourself!
Oh. Fancy.
I hope you have enjoyed your evening so far, ladies and gentlemen. I know I have. Now, before our final act, I would like to toast all you brave people who joined us tonight to celebrate life and death. Go on! Toast them!
See,
Your move,
jokes.
Jacob, my dear!
he's got the jokes. Because they're toasty.
Burn! Burn!
That's Maxwell Roth.
Darling, what a night. The stuff of legends.
Why did you do it? All of it.
What? Snap a baby crow's neck between my thumb and forefinger. Slice to bits the ones you deem innocent. Keep the world in its divine, manic state. For the same reason, I'd do anything. Why not?
Yeehaw. That's one way to interrupt the frozen time. Now let's get out of here, because this place is on
Damn
fire.
this place from hell to Hackney.
Not that way, though. Oh boy. It's a little too high.
What a nightmare!
There's the Well, that's on fire. And we got the maximum Dracula. And there's Sterk.
Order has bred disorder. The sea rises to flood the pubs.
Very
extinguish
dramatic.
the
And
street
with the
lamps.
zebra head. Apparently people in England just really love zebras.
Our city will die. Tupene has
Or
failed.
Raprock.
Lucy
One of the two.
has failed. Brudenell, Elliotson, Pearl. All have gone into the night. It is up to me now. The assassins have brought nature's fury into our homes. Men have become monsters, barreling toward us teeth out. Our civilization must survive this onslaught. To prevent a return of the Dark Ages, I will start anew.
That dude's got a knife.
London must be reborn.
That's probably bad. Whoa.
The Peace of Eden is under Buckingham Palace. We've got all we need. Let's start planning our infiltration.
Hold on, better to get visual verification. If we're gonna move, we need to be 100% sure.
Yeah, it
Only
turns
get
out people
one
in
shot
England
before
don't like when you
Lotso
try
Bird
to
crashes down on us.
invade
Gotta agree with Sean.
We'll position ourselves near the
Buckingham
palace,
Palace.
but we'll wait for you to sync the genetic data before we move.
It's all up to you, Initiate.
My phone is buzzing.
You're late. Starrick is making his move. The Peace of Eden is somewhere inside Buckingham Palace.
Let him have it.
I've seen your handiwork across the city. Perhaps you should trust my judgment.
I've been killing Starrick's henchmen. What have you been doing? Let's ask Henry, shall we?
I have been repairing your mistakes. Too much haste is too little speed.
Don't you quote father at me.
That's Plato. And I am sorry, this doesn't involve anything you can
Jacob,
destroy.
very smart boy.
Father was right, he never approved of your methods.
Father is dead!
Enough! I have just received word from my spies. At the palace ball tonight, Starrick plans to steal the Peace of Eden, and then eliminate all the heads of church and state.
Once more for old time's sake.
And then we're finished.
Agreed. So what's the plan?
Such an expected delight to visit
Hey,
you both.
it's those people.
What is the news on the street?
Thanks
Mrs.
to
Disraeli,
Mrs.
we have
Disraeli.
discovered that there is something inside Buckingham Palace that could threaten the...
What my sister's failing to say is that we require entrance into the ball tonight.
Impossible! Even if there were any invitation cards remaining, which there are not, someone of your lowly station...
If that damn fool Gladstone is attending this evening, they can have my card.
Perfect. Then I'll go alone.
Mrs. Disraeli, if you would be kind enough to inform my darling brother of the location of the Gladstones' residence, perhaps he could use his considerable skills to commandeer their cards.
What fun! Did you hear that, Dizzy?
Oh,
We're going to pinch
Marianne
the
Disraeli.
Gladstones' invitations.
You wild child, you.
Thank you for volunteering me, sweet sister.
Oh, a pleasure, brother, dearest. Now, Mrs. Disraeli, if you would excuse me, I must visit with the Maharaja. It occurs to me that he may have a second set of plans to a certain vault.
Ho 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 ho. Hee hee hee. High society. Hold on, we gotta make us a maximum Dracula here. What does Maximum Dracula do again? Oh, Maximum Dracula is like the Aegis that Evie gets, but better because it buffs.
Nerve of thee. Treating me like a child.
brass knuckles instead of kukri damage. B, it doesn't look like a freaking terrible outfit. And C, it's called Maximum Dracula. And it comes with this cool top hat for Maximum Dracula. I have to persuade someone here. You know what? Hold on. I bet I can... I don't know why I'm just running there. Oh, no, I can't. There is no fast travel. That's moderately disappointing. One more kilometer to go. So I itch my head, causing this to take longer. Okay, or go that way. Or continue to go up, I guess. That's fine, too. Getting there. Almost there. continuing to almost be there. Wait. Okay, that's odd. I guess you can't fast travel, even though the fast travel icon showed up there for a second. Actually, 1 second. I have an idea. Yeah, there we go. Now I look cool. Maximum Dracula. Oh, hey, look, it's the Sphinx. See them shortly. I might say in the next game. All right. Maximum Dracula has made it.
Now where can they be? The ball is tonight. They must have taken the invitations with them.
Unfortunate. Hey, tiny child.
You wouldn't happen to have seen 2 carriages pass by here just now?
I did, sir. One with a man in it, the other with a woman. They split up.
Where did the man go?
That way.
Thank you.
Thanks, tiny child. I really appreciate that apparently that tiny child knew exactly where this member of parliament is.
They went in this direction.
Yeah, no kidding. Pardon me? Nope, I bet he's in that red area. That is a lot of cops.
private party event. Don't mind if I do.
I really don't know why I had to go all the way to the other end and then back into the zone to start this, but whatever. Just rolling with it.
We have an intruder!
Future Prime Minister!
How do you do? Do not let Mr. Gladstone out your sight.
Another time that I feel like it might be easier to be Evie. How am I not anonymous? Oh, probably that guy.
Where do you think you?
Whoop. Nice! Yeah! Woo! Alright. I love hard crashes. All right, let's try that again. Take two.
Hello.
Hello.
You just starting?
No, there was a
Something crashed. I'm gonna
hard crash.
Nice. Describe the crash to me. Paint me a word picture.
I stabbed a guy and then it crashed.
Oh. Didn't like crash in any particular cool way?
No.
Oh. Syndicate letting us all down once again.
But whatever, look at my maximum Dracula outfit.
I see it. It's pretty good. It's the best thing in the game.
It's also, like, really good in terms of, like...
stats and whatnot.
It's...
Wait, does clothing even give you stats?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's... So, you know the stupid-looking Aegis outfit you get for Eevee? That reduces damage taken and then buffs kukri damage?
Yep.
This is that for Jacob, but instead of buffing kukri damage, it boosts brass knuckle damage.
Okay. So it has the same bonuses as the cool ancient aliens outfit?
Yes, and it also looks...
But has the advantage of looking way better and having a fantastic name?
Yes.
Suck it, Eevee.
Unfortunately, more stealth missions, which means more being Jacob in a stealth mission.
Probably calls this PlayStation download because I'm really bad at Discord.
Watch down.
One of the free PlayStation games that I have. some random thing that looks like kind of a Vanillaware art style ripoff.
Oh, that Fallen Legion?
Yeah, that thing.
Tell me how that works out.
Well, it's already it's like a sixth of the way done already. I'll just leave it.
It'll be
It's
fine.
gonna be done in like, it's 2 gigabytes. It's gonna be done in like 4 minutes.
Yeah. You're blasting many bodies.
Maybe I haven't been quite as delicate as I could have been. But still.
Jacob is commenting on his blasting of bobbies.
How does he feel about gunning down cops?
He says maybe he could have been a bit more delicate.
I mean, you could have tried, instead of the not trying you did.
Yeah, but... Stealth
Trying would have taken effort.
Yeah. I want to save my effort for, you know, dreadful crimes. The final boss fight. Not this, you know, setup to the final boss fight mission.
Mrs. Gladstone's under guard. Better be cautious. Better wait until she's alone.
Look at those cops.
Now is my chance.
Alarm! Intruder! He's there!
Ow.
Someone grab his arm!
Can't. Video game.
Is the video game having some more trouble?
Video game's having a bit of trouble. There are no glitches in this Assassin's Creed game.
Nope. Perfect. Perfectly designed. Perfectly
Yep.
made. It's a masterwork.
It is. It's probably my favorite of the Assassin's Creeds. Which, I mean, it still is, but this is hilarious.
That won't go bad for you.
It did. Turns out when you can't really fight back, it's
being helpless is some kind of aggression multiplier for the cops.
yeah, weird how that works.
Mrs. Gladstone's under guard. Better be cautious. Better wait until she's alone.
You at least sound like marginally better than you have in the past couple days. Since the last time I streamed.
Now is my chance.
I'm feeling mostly better. Like, I feel like I'll probably be better tomorrow or the day after. Just good because the day after I'll have to go back to work. But it has been a
One should not
long
attend the
week
Queen's
of
ball
me,
without
like,
making a proper
hey, I'm kind of done with what I need to do at work. I'm going to ask the boss if I can go home early because I need to lay down. And then coming home and sleeping for multiple hours.
Makes sense.
Ugh.
Now we're gonna steal the nice fancy.
Now for the
carriage.
invitation. What's this? Swords must be left at the door by order of the Queen. Freddy will know what to do.
And Jacob's very upset that the royal ball is like, you gotta leave your swords at the door.
I mean, they didn't say anything about hidden blades.
It's true, they didn't. They are hidden.
Despite this very fancy and extremely noticeable gauntlet it's contained in underwater. It's really, honestly, not hidden at all now that I think about it. It's, in fact, very conspicuous.
That's the way.
Also, you don't have a sword, period. I guess the cave sword.
Okay, well, yeah, Evie's got a sword.
Whoa, now!
Yeah, she's gonna be there.
She is, though.
Oh, okay, it's like a double mission.
Yeah, that's why I had to steal 2 invitations.
Oh, okay.
I unlocked a schematic for the Devil's Handshake. Which, unfortunately, not as good as my current gauntlet. Because, of course not.
The Devil's Handshake sounds like euphemism.
It's what they called masturbation back in the Victorian area.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
The Devil's Handshake.
I mean, it sounds like it would be.
Yeah.
If they could have put that in the database,
What
and I would
carriage
have
you
believed
got
it.
there? Where did you buy it, if you don't mind me asking?
Ask all you want, Freddy. You'll never get an answer.
Damn it all. Was it my eyebrows?
Yes, and your face, voice, and body. Look, I've got an invitation to the Queen's ball tonight.
How did you come by that?
Freddy, there's to be an attack on the ball. I need to smuggle some weapons inside to prevent it.
Supposing I believe you. Only the Royal Guard carries weapons.
So?
Too easy.
For God's sake, Freddy.
Fine. I require a guard's uniform.
Done. I knew you'd come through.
Just promise me, Jacob, that you will return Mr. Gladstone's coach. Of course.
Alright, we're gonna go steal, Mr. Aberline a, Royal Guard coat, outfit. I don't know why I said coach, almost. We're talking about coaches. That's what I'm gonna blame it on. There's a cat. Alright, gotta knock out a Royal Guard.
I'm sure this quest they added. I just loaded up Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Oh, yeah.
And you started that game up anytime?
Not, I did not since they added the first set of stuff.
Because they added another set of stuff now.
I did hear about some of it.
There's another set of Cyclopses, and there's this new Lost Tales of Greece quest. Which I'm sure will contain 0 boning.
Okay.
Because it's a quest where it's like, oh, all the men in this village have left to go to war. Now just act out 7 samurai by like training all the women in this village to fight off bandits.
Great.
0. Oh wow, the title screen changed even.
0 boning in the
The title screen has now changed to like Christ, I'm gonna regret this, but it reminds me of the animated Sinbad movie.
I'll put you down! You'll regret that, Will.
Where you save files is probably that one. That seems like the most one.
It's the dungeon for you.
That is
Stab a Cyclops.
quite some range on that dude's club.
you know, come to think of it, there also probably would have been an argument to be made for Assassin's Creed Odyssey here on the best continued support category.
Yeah.
Because they did add a bunch of stuff post-release now that I think about it, like upgrading the level cap and adding the new tiers of stuff. Apparently they've added another tier of mercenaries here, the latest one. There are 2 more tiers of mercenaries, with new bonuses and whatnot.
Added the...
To be fair, the Cyclops they added was not great, so I'm not even counting him.
Yeah. The ability to cosmetic your armor.
Yeah, that was a very good one. And now they've apparently added the blacksmith who just lets you buy the engravings. It was like, oh, here's an engraving you haven't unlocked yet. Do you want to just pay money for it? Because you can't. And like in-game money, not real money.
Yeah. Well, you can buy in-game money.
Well, yeah.
For real money.
If you would like to do some conversion stuff, then sure.
But also, I feel like that game throws money at you.
Yeah, also why just go fill up your inventory with gear and then sell it. Or sink a bunch of ships, or whatever. Apparently that new DLC, they added the second part of that, what is it?
First Blade.
The First Blade thing. And apparently the second part is largely focused on naval combat.
Oh, good.
Which means, hey, you're probably going to get a lot of money from that. Spend that money buying engravings. Why not? Alright, haven't played this game in forever. Let me see if I can remember what the controls are. Alright, it's that dude.
I would help you out, but I believe you use the default control scheme, and I use the alternate control scheme.
New engraving tiers.
Ow!
New tiers of engraving TFP. Tell me how excited you are.
Super exciting.
Dude, Phil message just told me where that guy was, and I had forgotten.
Nice.
Mastery levels. Mastery levels.
I think that lets you, like, upgrade...
This is like Borderlands badass points.
I don't think so, but maybe...
Okay.
Oh yeah, speaking of Borderlands...
Ready? Here I come.
Oh yeah, maybe we saved that one for a bit.
Okay.
I'm still looking at stuff over here. Oh yeah, nope. You can... So apparently, if you max out your skill points and whatnot, you can go into the mastery levels thing over here and spend your ability points upgrading your stats instead.
Give yourself more assassin damage.
Yeah. Well, kind of. Let me see what it's all in here.
One uniform.
Damage with hunter abilities,
requested.
damage with bows while hidden, chance to not consume special animals, damage for decaying beasts, to you. Elemental build-up,
and we'll meet you on the roof of Buckingham Palace.
You're such a romantic.
Speed, damage with charge shot, critical chance, critical damage, damage with flank weapon types, health for animals, damage with bows when above target. Seems like an awfully specific one. But, I mean, I guess that's most of the time when I'm shooting with bows. Damage with a bunch of different bow abilities. Oh, I see. There are 3 tiers of mastery levels, too. One for warrior, one for hunter. Okay. Yeah, warrior damage. Oh, weird. There's one to give you a damage and health boost, but only in the conquest battles.
Huh. In case you have trouble with those for some reason?
I guess. Damage on different types of soldiers. Damage per enemy engaged. Damage while on low health. There's one that just gives you health back as you deal damage. Damage with different warrior abilities. Increase the weakening effect on poison. Damage with blah blah blah. Critical chance. Chance to ignore half damage. It's a pretty good ability to have, I think. And these are all like 0 out of 20 levels.
Huh.
And they go up in percentages as you go. So yeah, they're kind of like the badass points, I guess, in Borderlands 2. Let's see if I can remember what I was doing.
It's like magic how that works, I hear.
God damn it. There haven't been any new developments in that since like earlier, right?
Other than
Delighted to see you
Granny
again, Miss
Pitchford
Fry.
can't stop
Your Highness, the plans
digging
detailing the
himself
renovations to
deeper in
Buckingham Palace have gone
holes.
astray.
No.
Was
I
the
suppose you'll
last
have to make do with the
digging
copies.
There are
podcast
copies.
thing he was
Where?
on?
Not so fast.
It was
First,
a
I have
response
matter of
about
some
the
urgency.
podcast, let's say,
Carrying
to
out my plan
someone
would
who
require
was
stealth and
commenting
speed,
on it.
qualities I know you possess.
Time is of the essence, Your Highness.
Then make this quick, my dear. The most influential men in Parliament remain beyond my reach. But these very men have sent for carriages to prepare for the ball tonight. Acquire an official carriage, and we shall drive the politicians to their destinations. Along the way, I will meet with them. And afterward, I shall tell you where to find the plans.
You're a shrewd negotiator.
One must be when one is so often underestimated.
Stop, just told me about. You go talk to that guy.
Don't allow personal feelings to compromise the mission. What a mistake.
Wait, actually no, he might be here. Yes, he's up here somewhere.
God save the Queen.
So I suppose they would just tell me where he is up here. No, well, I haven't explored up here. Just travel over here. Need to test over how all these controls work in the meantime. Alright, so what's the mission here?
I'm stealing a royal carriage for the Maharaja.
It's for him to ride in, or does he have some sort of sinister plan involving the carriage?
Both.
Okay. Are you going to kidnap the royal family? Is that where this is going?
No.
Protect the carriage!
You're going to pretend to be a member of the royal family to then get, like, to draw someone's attention, or...?
Sorta?
Okay.
Whoa there!
Oh, that's not a way to go.
That is...
Here now.
That is not a battle for me to remember how the controls work in. Because there's just like 3 guys on fire fighting a bunch of bears down here. This place is going crazy when I fast traveled over.
That's it.
Guys beat bears. Oh Jesus, there's another bear. Where are these bears coming from?
Come on!
Circle crouches. Oh god, that jumps off a cliff.
It's okay, you probably don't take all damage.
I swear I don't. But like there's a bear here.
Easy now.
That dodges, goes down the road. Triangle. What do you do, triangle? That hole? Alright.
Heavy
great.
attack?
No, nothing. R1 is light attack, R2 is heavy attack, because I'm not using weird controls like a weirdo. 2 pulls out bow.
Climb up, Your Highness. Where are we headed?
Belgrave Square.
Skills.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I don't know what triangle does, but apparently I don't need it.
Anyway, we're gonna drive around this nice Indian Maharaja so he can talk to British politicians about, hey Britain, maybe get out of India, please. And Britain's gonna be like,
yeah, because that's gonna work out great for you.
Lol.
Tourist station, please, and on the double.
There you go.
My son is anticipating my arrival.
Son of a bitch!
Welcome, sir.
Your Highness, what a surprise.
Is life not about embracing the unexpected? I shall take but a few moments of your time. A matter of utmost importance must be discussed. When the Commonwealth seized the Punjab from my people,
It was not a seizure, but a rightful transaction.
Britain promised to protect me. By robbing me of my kingdom, Parliament acted in violation of the treaty signed with my family. Here, read it.
I was not aware.
Read. That is all I ask. You are one of the few in a position to help.
I will do what I can.
Thank you, sir. I trust you and your son will enjoy the ball this evening.
He is newly returned from Delhi. I will share what we have discussed. It is most disconcerting.
And that guy's like, alright, Maharaja. I'll help you out, dog.
That proved quite valuable.
Where to now?
St. James's Park. I noticed Mr. Green did not accompany you.
He has other things to attend to.
Ah, a pity. You two seem to get along nicely.
Well, that was a problem, you see. One must not allow our personal feelings to compromise one's mission.
That sounds like a quotation.
It is. From my father.
Ethan Fry.
You knew him?
No, unfortunately. But Mr. Green spoke of him. He sounded like an extraordinary man.
Oh, hey, that building's on fire.
He was, Your Highness.
And your mother as well, Cecily Fry. She and your father.
Like I said, it's London. Isn't everything very on fire there?
The only duo who came close to challenging Mr. Starrick. And very
you
much
missed
in love,
the
at least
fight
in a
against,
small amount I have been told.
Roth.
Oh.
Cecily.
He set his theater on fire. And he did do something in the Frozen time that I don't think anyone had done in the Frozen time before or since, where he was talking.
What would Mr. Green know?
Basically,
he was only a boy when
like,
he
was just talking in his ghost form, and was talking about his motivations, but why do I do anything? And then it cut back to him as the corpse, and he just leaned up and kissed Jacob, like, full on the lips. Yeah. And then went back to being a ghost and was like, why not?
Why, what are you doing here, Your Highness?
And then he, like, skipped out of the Frozen time.
A few moments of your time is all I require.
Roth is a fun guy.
Rather unorthodox, but continue.
Britain was to protect me according to the treaty my family signed. Instead, she took my land. And now I hear Britain intends to strengthen her ties to India. Perhaps it is time to return the Punjab to her people.
Yeah, and then he turned on the fries. Yeah, because we're like, hey, maybe don't kill children.
It is not a matter of money.
Found a better place to work.
I cannot stand
Maybe
idle to watch my
those children
homeland
would
subjected to the yoke of an out.
Good day, sir.
May God bless you.
I don't think that's how that works.
Pretty sure that's how that works. They were. So what
Only
was that
one
factory?
more remains. To the Gladstone residence.
Factory.
Do you miss India?
Weapons, I think.
I remember.
So they were
My
making
mother
weapons for the
smelled of cinnamon.
Templars.
And when she cradled me in her arms in the summer heat, I would hold so still that she fell asleep. When I lost my kingdom, it hurt. But truly, when they took my mother away...
I was trying to think of something an old-timey factory like that would even make, and the only thing I could think of was, like, straps.
Also, hey,
Some
it's
strap factory.
Good day,
it's that guy
Mr.
who I
Gladstone.
stole the invitations from and
Mr.
the
Singh.
carriage from.
You are a hard man to pin down.
I know what this is about. Your politics have worn off. Her Majesty is tired of you. So now you
Found a
come
random
begging
fishing
for
village.
scraps.
You wound
I've
me
never been to
deeply,
before.
sir.
Oh,
My people
God.
deserve freedom. I am here
It's a
to
fishing
fight for
village.
them.
Why is it full of enemies?
Why
Oh, I
did
think
you
I know
lose
where
Time to
you
kill
are.
everybody.
I think I know
I shall tell
exactly
you,
where you
Your
are.
Highness.
Well,
You were
I'll just murder everyone.
outmaneuvered, and simply
Oh, if you hadn't been to
outclassed.
that fishing village,
Yes,
I don't
the
think you
Sikhs
did the amazing
deserve freedom.
quest that's there.
I hope with
Well,
British help
hold on,
and
I'm still
progress,
murdering everyone.
they shall achieve it.
Then why do they cry out
Man,
for
this
their
game is really
king?
fun to play.
It's really good.
Has a
One might
duty
call
to
it
bring
one of
about
the 10 best games of last
It is
year.
an enormous responsibility, but I value your guidance and advice, along with that of Parliament. But it's our burden to
Dude, ended, Blaze Blue didn't
certainly
end
not
up
the
on
duty.
this.
Much luck, Your
I thought
Highness.
Cross-Night Battle ended up at, like...
Five was under night, 4 was a way out.
Far more than your policies thus far. But I hold out
That's
hope
fair.
that you will make progress. My people are counting on it.
Oof. Stop setting me on fire, you punks.
No.
Why do you have so many arrows? Why are you such good shots?
Thank you, Miss Fry,
not
for
cool.
forwarding my cause.
Oh, you are welcome. I hope some good comes
Wow,
of it,
there are a lot of
despite Mr. Gladstone's vitriol.
Those of us with the largest hearts protect them the most.
Who shoots an arrow at
Your
point blank
father,
range
for instance?
besides me? Of like 5
From what I
seconds
understand,
ago?
he was extraordinarily sad.
Uncool.
Broken, even, after your mother's passing.
And right now, when I shoot this arrow at point
That kind
blank
of pain
range.
can blind us.
But it's
Cause us
what the
to
hell?
say outlandish things to protect
was
the ones
uncool.
we love.
shot my exploding arrow, but it didn't explode.
It's time you returned this carriage and recovered those plans. They are
Really
located in
sucks,
Buckingham
kind of the point
Palace.
of it.
Oh hey, it
We
turns
keep
out
them
that the
among her
secret
personal
plans to
papers in the
Buckingham
White
Palace
Drawing
that show where the secret vault
I wish you
is
a good evening.
is in
Yeah.
Buckingham
Miss
Palace.
Evie Fry.
Oh,
And
that's a
to
good place
you,
to keep them.
Your
It's
Highness.
Stop throwing flaming shit at me, lady. Jesus.
No.
How many of you are there? Stop climbing out of the woodworks. Okay, I think I've... Jesus!
Here now.
There's one more at least. Okay, you were gone. I don't need to use this overpowered attack, but I'm gonna use it anyway, just because I'm unhappy.
Also, I think I think this next mission is the last mission of the main story.
Okay.
Once I turn this carriage back in.
Have you guys even personally seen this Starrick guy yet?
No.
Okay. This whole rivalry is happening off screen.
Pretty
You
much.
even sent each other like passive aggressive letters or anything?
I think that may have been happening.
There's always been getting like reports about like, hey, you guys been fucking up this
Slow
shit.
down.
And he's been like, damn those meddling kids. And then occasionally he'll like shoot somebody in a fit of rage, but aside from that,
And then I have to turn on this.
killed like 30 people. Should be everybody. 30 people and a bear.
It's a lot of people. Ow. Maybe there's a difference in village or anything?
I'm gonna assume there's more than one.
Probably.
It's very large.
Alright, I became anonymous. Now I leave.
Did you become anonymous just by killing all the guards?
Yes.
Are they ever going to acknowledge the part where you're killing all of these guards and probably like severely hampering the defensive capabilities of the palace?
No.
Okay.
But hey, I didn't let the royal carriage's condition drop below 50%.
Well, that's good at least.
I also got... Did I just show off on this once I kill this guy? The Cloak of Victory! I'm apparently not anonymous yet. No, I'm anonymous. Which I believe is better than what I have right now. Still not quite, you know, a level 10 cloak here for Evie, but we're getting there.
Alright, usually the underwater visibility in this game is a lot better than it currently is. So I'm going to be really unhappy if a shark comes out of nowhere and bites me while I can't see anything. Got a club called the Meat Grinder.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright. There we go. There's the last mission of the main story.
The Odyssey remains super pretty. Swim up through all these jellyfish. Nothing bad has ever happened from doing that.
It's super pretty, but it's not as pretty as either Dragon Ball FighterZ Groovy or Yakuza 6.
Yeah. I feel like the face honestly could have been made for this game is Yakuza 6 the faces were better. Yakuza 6 has very good faces.
I think
the environments in this game are super gorgeous.
I mean,
I honestly think one of the reasons I to counter it though, like man, the effects on the poisons look bad.
Yeah.
because using a poison weapon, you're just swinging around giant fart gas batons that turn everyone into like a weird shade of green and cause gas to shoot out everywhere. It really obscures all the cool stuff actually happening on the screen. A more subtle effect would have been super appreciated there. But if there's one thing Assassin's Creed Odyssey is not big on, is subtlety.
I mean, you can just remove the subtitle. If there's one thing Assassin's Creed is not big on,
fair.
It's subtlety.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like certain games have at least tried slightly harder, though.
Yeah, like this one. Very subtle.
Yeah, nothing is more subtle than fucking staring.
Speaking of
child labor factory.
Speaking of subtle, there's a hilarious line coming up that is the most subtle. Yeah, it's at the end of this mission, I believe, but yeah. Right. Last mission? Last main story mission. I need to addend that because there's still dreadful crimes. Whoa.
I remain very bad at shooting people with that controllable arrow ability. The amount of times that I've used that, like, control arrow thing and just had an arrow whiff directly through a guard's, like, between them and the torch they were holding. It was like right in front of their face. And immediately just had to run for cover.
Miss Fry? Hand him your weapons.
Here's Jacob in a suit.
We must enter Nantes.
Yeah. More protagonists should wear suits.
It's true.
It's a good look.
Evie looks ridiculous in a dress, and that is commented on in universe, so...
Nice.
You look ravishing, I swear I would never like you. Not in a million
Jacob looks good in this suit.
Jacob does look very good.
He looks like an Uncharted protagonist.
A little bit.
Go on
or
in, sir,
Uncharted, like, villain.
Yeah.
I am soon to become prime min. What in the blazes is our carriage doing here?
Alright, I'm gonna go stealth kill these dogs.
Did I hear something?
Like, he could be the
voices in
fake
your own
Helen
head.
Mirren from Uncharted
yet,
3's
they are
child
so much
or
more
something.
pleasant than yours.
Charming.
Aren't I?
Yeah, I can see that. So I thought that lady was just like fake Hillary Clinton.
No, she's in Uncharted 3?
Okay, I'm thinking of Uncharted 2?
No, you're...
One was like fake Hillary Clinton?
No, you're thinking of Vanquish.
Well, no, Vanquish had like actual fake Hillary Clinton. There was one that was just like evil blonde rich lady in like pants.
Yeah, but she was British. And
okay.
She looked like Helen Mirren.
As you wish.
But yeah, that's
I'm
Uncharted
off to meet Freddy.
Uncharted 2's villain was the weird bald guy who drank the blue
The plans are
juice and
located in a
then
white drawing
turned into a weird monster, and the ending of that
which
game is
is
kind
most
of a
likely
disaster.
locked.
Oh, okay.
The captain of the guard will have a key.
All right.
Did
Evie's
he just turn into the dude from the end of BioShock?
Sort of.
He just hulked out.
A little bit.
I would demand vengeance.
So now that I am in a dress, Evie can't really high profile. Which means she can't, you know, run.
That's a problem.
It really is.
Why didn't she get a dress that had like sleeves so she could have a hidden blade on?
We're proud of our name.
I'm just saying that probably would have been a better idea.
Probably. Also, maybe not one of these gigantic, you know, hoop.
I was gonna say, also, that is just, I mean, I don't know what, you know, how much variety there really was in dress designs back then.
I believe the answer is very little.
Yeah, like, this era, I think it was pretty much this or nothing.
No offense, my dear, but I believe there is a reason.
Oh god, I just ran over that noose with a boat.
That's a sentence right there.
I didn't expect him to be in the water. It was really the wrong place for him to be.
See, now the question becomes, how do I get past those guards? Because I have the key, but I don't remember how to get past the guards, which is a problem. With
shove a lady at them.
Hire the courtesans from Assassin's Creed 2.
Yes. Throw coins. Can Evie just do that thing where she just throws handfuls of money around?
I wish. Or just one, just be like Hitman.
Yeah, that too. Can Jacob do the thing where he just throws handfuls of money around?
No.
Why?
I don't think that's been a thing since Revelations.
That sucks. Jacob seems like the obvious choice for a dude who would make it rain.
Now I remember how to do.
I honestly cannot think of a protagonist more likely to throw around handfuls of money than Jacob. Oh god, wolves.
So are you gonna fix them?
They hunt in packs arisen.
It's coming to Switch.
It is. That game's really good. People should buy it.
Yeah.
And also force Capcom to release the MMO, you cowards.
Or just a sequel.
Or the sequel. Make a sequel. I mean, the MMO is basically a sequel. It's got a whole bunch of new shit in it. Did you see the crazy giant harpy from that MMO?
Yes.
I think it's terrifying looking.
Okay, so the secret that I just now
remembered.
remembered.
And shit. That MMO is really good. Release it here, you cowards.
Is we're just gonna borrow this this
Keep
guard.
your mouth closed, and this will be over before you know it.
You're stolen the guard.
Yeah.
Has she now switched outfits, or
No.
is this just a loading screen thing?
No, well, that was just a loading screen thing.
Okay.
Gentle.
I thought you were asking if borrowing a guard was.
Well, yeah, maybe you stabbed a guard and then like propped him up against a closet door so that you could go in and change. Oh, Jesus!
No, like I literally am stealing this guard so I can go up this way.
Leopard?
My arm.
Right, leopards are in this game.
All I can think of is that old YouTube joke video about, like, it was like Mass Effect 2. And it was like Shepard, Rex, Shepard, Rex, Leopard, and then it cut back to Shepard, and it was just crazy
leopard face.
Yeah.
And just roared.
Yes.
I remember that video. That video was good. Apparently, I found a location called Wild Leopard.
That hurts.
All right.
And I got a berserk axe.
I thought Berserk used a sword.
It does, Jimmy.
Gentle.
I actually thought it was really funny. It was a part of that manga where they like meet a witch, and she's giving everybody sick equipment upgrades because she's got a bunch of magic shit. And it's like, man, you guys have been fighting all these monsters with your like pitiful, like normal, non-magical shit. Whatever. Here, everybody take magic shit. Kid, you get a fire dagger. Dude, you get like a cloak that has wind powers, and like a sword with some other crazy bullshit. And then she's like giving out all this magic shit, and then she goes to Guts, and it's like, yo, do you want this fucking axe made by the dwarves that has crazy earth powers? And it's like this giant great axe. And then he looks at it and he's like, nah. She's like, do you want to keep your normal shitty sword? It's not even really a sword. And he's like, yes.
My arm.
She's like, man, fuck you, you're stupid. But then she looks at his sword and is like, actually, your sword is hella evil, so that probably
Pleasant
works
dreams.
out. You have stabbed so many evil things with your sword that it became evil. So this, I guess, works out for you in some way.
That's how that works.
The plans are somewhere nearby.
And this poor alpha leopard does not really stand a chance. These sick poison daggers are pretty sick, as it turns out.
Now for the vault.
Alright, we stole the plans to that, thing. To the Buckingham Palace.
Right.
Now I need to go steal another guard. Alright, I've stolen another guard.
Honest, I wasn't even looking. How did she knock all these people out?
She didn't knock anybody out.
What about the guard laying on the ground right there?
Oh, I just, like, choked him.
Okay.
But that's just the one.
Okay, I saw the one and just assumed there were more, to be honest.
I mean, that's a safe assumption.
Generally with you, where there is one body, there are generally more bodies. Oh, god damn it, more wolves.
Jacob's most likely off stealing
not
another
like a
carriage
sprint button
somewhere, or accidentally pushing the Queen down a flight of
No.
stairs.
For some reason I thought there was.
But
something I played recently had a sprint button that I got confused with this.
Are you playing Cowboy Game?
No, definitely not.
I know how much you love Cowboy Game.
Ugh.
There you are.
So whatever, I'm pretty sure that game wouldn't have a sprint
I
button.
have someone I'm
It'd
simply
have like an
dying
amble
for you to
button.
meet. Come with me.
Anyway, Marianne Disraeli has someone she wants me to meet.
Oh, is it Desmond?
No.
Ah.
I wish.
Is it Desmond's younger brother, Ezio?
No. It's...
At that point, Sean just wonders what he fucked up in the system.
It's the Queen!
Evie Fry.
Hello,
Found
the
a location
Queen.
up here named Wild Boar. And I feel like they've run out of names for these locations.
Your Majesty, I apologize.
The cake is particularly
And the
good.
Queen's like, I'm really glad you stole that other dude's invitation, cause fuck that guy.
I really must be going.
Oh god, giant boar.
Miss Fry.
Speaking of, did you happen to see that Monster Hunter event that they did for New Year's, apparently?
Is it the giant Jagras?
But the game is over.
No, they did an event that was giant arch-tempered moss swine. It was a one-day thing, apparently, just for New Year's.
I did not see
apparently
that.
it's like the hardest monster in the game.
Time is a
they don't
wonderful
flinch,
thing, Miss Fry.
and they just have tons of HP and
It
one-shot
heals
everything.
all wounds.
Also, I believe this is literally the first meeting
May make
between
mistakes while dancing.
Steric and one of the Fries.
Berserker ends, and then we begin again.
And of course, it has to be when you don't have your weapons with
Problem
you, because
is,
otherwise you would just
everyone
Yes.
forgets. They trip on the same mistakes over
And
and
also,
over.
like, wouldn't you just choke him out?
Can learn.
You could just choke him out.
I think I could. But we have to do
Isn't
this on
everyone
this dance
around
thing.
you repeating the same steps?
Like, I feel like this would have been better,
But
like,
if
in the
one
middle
man
of the
could
game.
remember the dance,
And not in the last
know
mission?
the time,
Then you're acquainted with the
Then he
villain
could
beforehand,
change
and it's like, oh man, I can't
for the
believe that guy
better.
got away. I really want to stab that guy now.
I have had enough.
This dance
Instead,
is
it happens right at the
nearly
end
over.
where you're like 5 minutes away from stabbing this guy.
Soon, the people will forget the generation on this terrace. The ruin you nearly wrought on London. When the music ceases, Miss Fry, your time is up.
These boars had a lot of money.
Mine begins.
Alright, I'm pretty sure the thing I was looking for was supposed to be up. Oh wait, it's marked on the map with a special flaming hammer icon.
Alright, Jacob, who is wearing a suit, can run because it's not a weird dress.
His pants. I mean, to be fair, that dress is long enough that she could have just, like, worn pants or something. And just had a tearaway dress.
I don't think those existed in this time period.
Yeah, so did a lot of shit, but they got it anyways.
Are you telling me that,
Are you telling me that Leonardo da Vinci never made tearaway pants for Ezio? Because I'm calling you a liar.
That'd be really good.
You know he made that. And you know Ezio needed those.
Just like, hello, ladies. Rip.
At the very least, he asked Leonardo to make him some. And Leonardo denied him out
the
of
regulars
principle.
with his own men and took several guards.
At the very least, the concept was brought
Weapons
up.
are in there.
I've run into that classic problem of the map marker shows me where thing is, but does not show me how to reach thing. Because this motherfucker is underground.
Look. Alright, I am now Maximum Dracula.
Right. I'll kill the imposters and rescue the captives.
Party outfit.
Yes. Although Jacob's is fine.
It's impossible to tell the difference.
I mean, yeah, his outfit's fine.
Little faith.
Why did Evie not get the change?
She'll get there. Also, I like that, Aberline's like, how can you tell who's a real I almost said Mountie.
Beefeater?
Yeah, who's a real Beefeater and who's a fake Beefeater. And then Jacob's just like, psh, I got the alien DNA. I mean, that's not what he said, but...
He's not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens. And man, my cousin ran into a really funny thing earlier today that made him lose his shit. Well, it wasn't earlier today, I asked him explicitly, but he goes, unfortunately, I guess because he hates himself, he goes to the site called Quora.
Oh yeah, that's like one of those, like, Yahoo Answers-y type things, I believe.
Yeah, and he tries to, like, answer people's dumb conspiracy things with the actual answers.
Now to find the real royal guards.
Yeah, because, like I said, apparently he hates himself. But there was one where apparently someone was convinced that people don't actually know how to read hieroglyphics, and that the whole conspiracy and translation of the language is actually just a, like, horrible conspiracy. Like, no one knows how to read real hieroglyphics, the whole translation is just made up to support an evil conspiracy hiding the truth around it.
Please explain the Rosetta Stone, then?
Faked. To, again, support this horrible, evil, fake translation. It isn't real. Despite the fact that it would be insanely difficult to make a fake translation of a language that holds up and is consistent between all of the other examples of encrypted writing that have ever been found. And in fact, impossible for that to work. Found the cave system. Can I find this weird hairy man? What can I can.
Congratulations.
Wait, actually, I think I met this guy before.
That'll be all.
What's under the learn category? I can pay him absurd amounts of money to learn new engravings. That's apparently how this works.
Nice.
I can upgrade all my engravings to level 6. 30,000 gold a pop. Don't really want to use the services right now, but let's go see what's new under the Mercenaries tab. Tier S1.
Oh man.
Ore contracts and bounties provide 35% more XP dropped on crafting materials. About tier S2.
Hold still for a moment.
Okay, so the tier S2 reduces the price to go learn your engravings by 20%.
That seems useful.
It does. One of the dudes under the tier S1 looks like he's got, like, an old-timey, like, Egyptian hat. But not, like, Pharaoh style, but, like, Egyptian priest style. It's like the weird pony hat kind of thing. One of those dudes just kind of actually looks like, fucking Bayek or whatever from the silhouette. I think it's just the weird gold hoodie. I said I'd really like the S2, just like other protagonists.
Apparently you can get Bayek for your ship, and Aya.
No, Aya.
Oh, you can get both.
Oh, okay, I thought they just had Aya.
They might have, like, just added Aya, but they had added Bayek.
Oh, okay. But no Jacob.
No Jacob.
Right, lads.
I got a trophy.
That'll be all.
Oh yeah, I totally have been here before. Because there's this weird cave with nothing in it aside from a dude on an animal. And when I got here the first time, I was like, why the fuck is there just a cave with nothing in it but a dude on an anvil who doesn't do anything? And then they've just upgraded that guy to have his special, like, learn engravings thing. Alright, well, now that I found that, time to go find something else. One of these islands is supposed to have a big dumb Cyclops on it now. Which one? Maybe it'll be this one.
The key to the waltz is one must lead with one's right foot.
Oh, right in the dick.
Everything all right, my dear?
Do you require assistance? I never liked balls.
These two are still dancing?
Yeah.
Good lord, that took forever.
Here, your location of the vault, go!
Just like that? No plan?
No time for plans. I'll catch up as soon as I'm rid of this infernal contraption.
Infernal contraptions. And this is where we get the cool bouncing back and forth between characters bits that this entire game has been leading up to. Because you knew it was going to happen.
But does it work right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Like, I think this final boss is like the best final encounter in any of these games. Because of the way that it uses, like, yeah. Alright, we're gonna kill Crawford Starrick. We got this.
Nothing's gonna go wrong.
Nothing's gonna go wrong. Oh god.
What are you doing? Exploiting. I warned you, my boy. But you do not listen.
He moves awfully fast for a man who's just kicking the balls.
He does. Maybe he was wearing a cup. Maybe he learned from AJ Styles.
Requiescat and Pace.
Ho-ho, Assassin's Creed 2 jokes. We got some.
Alright, is Starrick gonna have crazy magic powers now?
Oh yeah.
Great.
And we have to go rescue Jacob. Because, you know, bad things are happening over in the pit. Ow, fire. Fire is hot.
I've heard that about it. Trust me, as someone who recently learned the upper durability of an oven mitt that I had, fire can be hot. Although in that case it wasn't fire so much as something that had been near fire.
Jacob!
Or heat. Anyway,
folks, heat is hot.
Yep. There's a bunch of these crazy triangles that you really probably shouldn't touch.
London.
Yep.
The shroud was never
Alright, now we fight. Jacob got blown back by the magic powers.
Mr. Starrick! You forgot to escort me home!
Wait, who's that dude who got blasted by the triangle when
Let
you walked
me
in?
rectify my mistake.
No, Jacob got thrown away whenever you got to him.
Oh, I don't know that. There's
Some
Jacob.
random guy was standing back there and got triangled to death.
Might have, yeah, it might have just been like some random goon. Now he's being sent back. And now Jacob. Turns out that Shroud of Turin was really good.
Crazy magical shroud also clean his clothes.
Yes. It's very magic.
It's a pretty good shroud.
Yep.
It's got a clothes beam built in. Jacob didn't even lose his hat.
Nope.
Okay, can you just shoot him in the head?
Hold on.
The cloaks make it a vampire?
And Jacob's got the maximum grapple, so...
But he's like sucking.
Yeah. So I guess kinda.
Okay, I would like this switching back and forth thing more if it was not the same thing over and over again.
I mean, they change up the patterns on the...
Yeah, but it's literally just like, alright, you get to him, stab him, and then the next thing he's gonna throw you away, and then repeat. It's like his Sneric is incapable of following through on murder.
Nope, this is bad. Oh, God. That's what happens when you get hit by the triangles. Is they do a very piddly amount of damage.
You didn't even bring that, you didn't even throw that to the same spot at the far end of the room.
Yeah, because, I mean, he physically throws you a little bit, and then you get magicked the rest of the way.
Get out of my city!
Oh, hey, Henry's here.
Evie!
Oh, yeah.
Also, like, it might be better to just get hit by the triangle, because he stops doing it for a while.
Yeah.
And then you can just run. You've got enough time to run up there pretty easily.
I want to say they start to give you less and less time, but I
That makes
also
sense.
could have...
Yeah,
been making that up.
I mean, the first thing you got to do is... There's a hero this thing. You got over and you got stabbed by.
Your reign is nearly over! It has barely begun.
And then Henry was like, well, he beat both of them, but I got this.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Henry!
No one has learned from the 6 stabbings this guy has received that stabbing doesn't work. They continue to look shocked every time it doesn't work.
Jacob!
Evie! Now!
As long as you don't have to do the triangle part again, this will be fine. Jesus, really?
Shall we?
Okay, no good. No, goddammit!
Let's.
Wait, I mean, you're closer, so we're probably not going to do the triangle. That's fine.
And we win!
I feel like that was a really good idea, but it was sloppily done.
Bear in mind, it was really cool in, 2015.
Yeah. Like, it was a cool idea. I just think they could have done that a lot better.
Paradise.
I do like that
The
final
city belongs
assassinate
to the people. You are but one man.
I am at the very top of the order.
Just give it, another...
You were Mr.
Although,
Stark.
honestly, they really oversold that.
15.
Like, they could have just run up and done the double stab, and that would have been good. I think they honestly went a little overboard.
No, but combos. Twin combos. Also, in 15 years when they get to, Assassin's Creed Syndicate remastered, it'll, probably work a little
Shame we
better.
won't be partners anymore.
It's for the best, isn't it?
Are you going to wear the shroud and run London?
Whatever it gives, it takes from someone else. You'd continue to age without me. You'd become like father.
A fate
So
worse
do you
than
think when they
death.
get back, the assassin's
Will
going
you
to be
wear
pissed because they're both trying to take credit for this one?
After you sorted out the boroughs?
No, you can't both
The
keep
chaos
the thing in the same
caused?
guy's blood. It's got to be one or the
I
other.
couldn't compete.
Jacob
That's how
Fry
this
stepping
works.
back.
I mean, they both
Who's
killed him,
blackmailing
so...
you? Is it George?
They
You
both
wouldn't
get the
dare.
handkerchief.
Fuck
I
him,
missed
though.
you.
Yeah,
He's
no,
just a heap
he's...
over there.
Yeah.
Would it be possible
He
to
didn't even get
continue
back
where
up.
we
He only got thrown down once.
I'd love nothing
What
more.
a punk.
I'm starting to think
Henry's
Father
the
didn't know
desk
everything about
assassin.
everything.
Yeah, like...
Henry.
You should have just thrown the knife and then been like, okay, they got this.
And they're friends again.
It's a big
yeah.
world out there. With London in the center.
Perhaps not the very center.
Do not worry. I'll
I'm
have
gonna be
the
honest, I
train.
kind of missed the part where they stopped
I?
being friends.
Yeah, that was at the kind
I
of at the
jeopardize the
beginning
mission?
of after they beat
Henry
Roth.
saved
Was
it.
they got into a big fight and they were like, "All right, we'll do this, and then we're done."
I think
never
you
want to see
belong
you
in the
again,
field
assassin brother.
with me.
Yeah.
Right, we're just gonna put the Shroud of Turin back where it was, though.
Yeah.
It's totally fine to just leave that there.
No one else knows where it is.
A carriage. Nicely done, Freddy.
Hey, look, it's the Queen.
Mr. Aberline, please.
Your Majesty.
Are you going to tell the
Miss
Queen about
Fry.
the Shroud of Turin, or does she already know?
You've met before?
Did I never mention?
Mr. Aberline informs me that you three are responsible for saving
Also,
my
how
life.
is the Queen not one of the Templars?
Is this true?
It is,
Hey,
Your Majesty.
Victoria's party queen.
Evie Fry, step forward.
This is the line that I was mentioning
And you?
earlier of
My brother, ma'am.
being hilariously
Fry.
unsubtle.
And this is Mr. Henry Green.
Mr. Fry?
Coming up.
Mr. Green. Kneel.
Queen's making grabby fingers for sword. For Queen sword.
Arise.
What was the
I invest you all in the order
It's still
of the
coming up.
Sacred Garter.
Okay.
Thank
You said it in such a way that I thought maybe it was
I
happening.
thought
As
it
adept
was
as Mr.
soon,
Aberline implies.
but it's
I
apparently
may
it
call
is
on
in
you.
this scene.
Sergeant Aberline tends
Somewhere
to
in this.
exaggerate, Your Majesty.
We shall meet again. And Miss Fry,
Ma'am?
should you want it, I saved you some cake.
I think it should be here at some point.
I can't wait for you to have gotten this.
Oh my God! Did I get this wrong?
Oh.
Apparently, I did.
Great.
Amazing.
Father would be proud
So I
of
thought
you.
there was some line where Evie is talking to the Queen, and the Queen's like, "Hey, do
Dame
you
Evie
want
Fry.
anything?"
Sir
And
Jacob
Evie's like,
Fry.
"Hey, maybe stop,
Race you to the
colonizing
train."
everywhere." But apparently, I could be wrong. But there's at least another cutscene
That's it.
here.
It's under the palace.
Because
Time
we
to
gotta
go.
deal with the future part of this equation.
Alright, you've got to go back and be, whoever you are, and watch the Shawnee
Let's get
Renka
the
bit
Shroud to
happen.
Dr. Grammatica immediately.
So they still got to do their thing.
Enigma team beat us here. We're too late.
What do we do?
Killing really is the least productive way to achieve our goals. Kill them all.
Alright, we're gonna do some sick Templar murder in the future.
Cover me! That skinny piece of shit tried to murder me, Berg. I want him to bleed.
Oh. That guy punched a drone. Oh, V-triggers. Guy no sold the V-trigger. That's not how it's supposed to go.
Hold still, goddammit!
Spear. I like that Sean apparently has a hidden taser.
Understood!
Those who fought for something better, those who taught by how they live, loved ones taken long.
Wow, these new assassins are really bad at fighting.
Sean's a historian, and Rebecca's an engineer.
I mostly meant that lady.
Galena,
who was
we
really
need
bad
an
at fighting.
exit.
That lady's good. She just killed that. She just killed Otto Bird.
He's still alive.
Now she did. It streamed away.
She didn't though, because he's still alive currently in the assassin.
Oh right, I forgot about that part. Oh no, right? Because okay, yes, I remember what happens now. She did kill him technically.
Not good enough.
Well, so, you know, someone may or may not have the Shroud of Turin.
Stay with me, Bex.
Should have made
Please.
We go.
Work in there and initiate. In time.
And here's
we will
this
recover the
lady
shroud.
who never shows up
And
again.
hey, we pulled a feed from our bug in Isabel's computer before they shut us out. Playing it now.
Anyway.
What is even the tactical advantage of having these drones watching everybody?
What you can watch their six.
Sorry about the mess. Aside from to give you the player a camera view of what is happening.
I think the idea is that Bishop is talking to the assassins in the field.
And the shroud is wrapped around the body. It scans it for damage and then reconstructs it on a cellular
Anyway, do you want to talk about
You're not making a clone.
aliens?
You're gonna recreate a precursor from
not?
scratch.
Tell me about the aliens.
The Phoenix Project
There's a
timetable
bunch
is
of
for accelerated big
aliens
time.
in the...
I'm going to call
Look at
Alan
that
Rick
alien.
and deliver
Yeah.
the good news. It's like Christmas.
What if we use the Shroud of Turin to do aliens? Oh, hey, Space Lady.
Hello? It's me? Brought the shroud
And
as
hey,
you
that
asked,
lady
but
from Rogue apparently was working with
scared.
the Space Lady.
Do not fear me. You've done well.
I'm not scared of you. I'm scared for you. Anyone finds out what you've been doing.
You have played your part, my instrument. I will save you. I will save you all.
Okay. So there are these Queen Victoria memories that we're not going to do, but that's where that line comes from, if I recall correctly. Because instead, we're real quickly here. Can at least get a jump in on the dreadful crimes.
I like that the thing was like, hey, you should conquer all the boroughs.
Already did that.
I know. The game should maybe caught up.
Yeah, there are only 4 of those. We may do those.
The Dreadful Crimes things?
No, the Queen Victoria stuff.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I did those ever before, actually.
I mean, you must have at some point, because that line comes from there.
That's true. I guess I did. Who knows?
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery. But instead, we're going to do the Dreadful Crimes because they're super cool. And also only on the PlayStation. Look at this. The first one is called The Simple Matter of Murder.
Pretty good name.
Also, this is where I'm going to say, you know, hey, 2015, there was one thing that was really popular around this time period.
Oh?
Aired on the BBC.
Oh, was it the Sherlock?
Potentially.
This is going very badly, isn't it?
It certainly doesn't have the makings of a ripping good novel.
You may see what I mean by
What
that
happened here?
in a moment.
Ah, the charming and delightful Fry twins.
Have we met?
Mr. Raymond knows everyone. He knows everything about this city. He writes it all up in his books.
I'm Henry Raymond,
writer of third-rate
He's
lurid
Henry
stories.
Raymond, writer
Penny
of
dreadfuls, if you
third-rate
will.
lurid
And this
penny
is little
dreadfuls.
Artie.
Mr. Raymond takes real murders and makes them so awfully exciting.
And there's Artie.
The guilty always get caught.
Good
There's
old
one
Artie.
unfolding just here. Perhaps one of you would like to try your hand in solving it.
All right.
Penny Dreadfuls is a really good
I do
It
find
really
crime so
is.
delightfully entertaining, don't you?
That guy finds crime so delightfully entertaining.
Finding a solution is exhilarating.
You and him have something in common.
I know. Anyway, if in case you can't tell about the popularity of Sherlock, in case you can't tell,
They're a rough bunch, but someone has to keep the kids in line. I just wish the grown-ups would quit fighting each other. I arrived to find the foreman dead, and the lad Dooley with bloody hands. No one's been able to find the murder weapon and arrest the murderer.
Hi.
Could you sort
How do
it
you
out
feel
quickly?
about
It's
Sherlock?
holding up the work.
I'm trying to wrap my mind around what appeared to be keyblades in chat.
Oh, we were talking about
yes.
Kingdom Hearts the other day.
I believe the ones you're seeing in the chat are probably the leaked Keyblades from Kingdom Hearts 3. I still don't know what that first one is or what it's from.
Band in China.
Oh yeah, we made jokes about the Band in China.
I don't like to work hard.
I don't think I ever got around to
Work is given
explaining the Band in
thrashing.
China thing.
I tried to
JP, do you
stop
know
it,
why
and
they
he
were
stopped
Band
saying
in China?
bark.
Because they tried to make the memes out of Xi Jinping being like Winnie
He
the
knocks me to
Pooh,
the ground and give me a
they were
kick.
like, stop
I
that.
find me work and I thunder me and grab it. I
Stop
lift my
that,
hands
and by
to
that
protect
we mean
myself,
stop
and he
all
knocks me out with a punch.
anything.
Later on, I wakes up, and the man's lying
Like,
there.
do not mock the
dead.
clock, and by the clock we mean Xi Jinping.
Pretty much.
Make accusations with care.
I was standing there, having a think, when a fella come at me and give
Can
me
you
a
actually fuck
bumping.
up these missions and then
Dooley tries to
kill
stop
people
him,
or
and he
whatever?
You can
punches
accuse the wrong
Dooley.
people, it doesn't
I run
really
out to
fuck them
find
up.
out.
Because you can just kind of...
Accuse everybody until
When I
it
come
sticks.
back,
Yeah.
the man's lying dead, and there's Dooley
I think
holding
Kojima
a
did
knife.
it.
Please don't arrest
Problem.
him.
I don't trust that guy. I think I did it.
Yeah. But even if he didn't, let's put him away.
I
While we're
believe
at it,
we
we
should
can probably just go ahead
reinterrogate a
and walk
suspect.
I've got a list of people in town we can probably do without.
Nice.
Okay, Yosuke, you're first under the bus. Let's go.
That's Dooley's knife, all
Go to
right.
jail, buddy.
He never lent it to nobody.
I've seen what's under your mattress.
I think you mean futon.
Whatever.
There should be another clue around here somewhere. Oh, wait, there it is. I see it.
These volcanic islands in the Assassin's Creed Odyssey are really nice looking. There's a good mix of environments in this game. I wish that there was more stuff that actually happened on these volcanic islands, but you know. I feel like they built a lot of cool environments and did not leverage some of them super well.
Anyway. Were you in? Nobody. Oh. Alright, kid. It was probably you.
Me?
I accuse you, small child.
Oh, no, not so quickly. You have indeed solved this murder.
And they're like,
according
hey,
to the facts at
there's
hand.
maybe a little more
However,
to this than you
Artie,
think.
What advice would you give?
I would encourage you to
Because
look beyond the
tutorial.
obvious, beyond surface appearances.
Try again. Use your powers to peer more
Use your
deeply and see what you
powers
can
to
discover.
peer more deeply. And hey, there are now 2 more clues. Like this thing. This footprint. That is much larger than a child footprint.
Are y'all ready for the Super Wolf Blood Moon?
How would the
I heard about that.
Also, here's where we get even more Sherlock.
Oh.
Because just look at all of this text.
Wilkins wasn't the type to beat the children. On the contrary, he was forever getting in fights, trying to stop that sort of thing. The fumes can be a bit much in the brewery. When the men work in there, they wear bandanas.
Are you the sole suspect?
No.
Pretty much.
Man.
Remember that game, TFP, and how for a brief moment it sounded like it could have been cool?
Yeah.
Re-examine some of the clues more closely.
Me and Wilkins was working out here.
Man, if we'd had
We
a
heard
most disappointing
screaming.
category back in those
Wilkins
days.
went to see what it was about
Yeah.
and never come back.
That is
I went
the
to see
winner.
for myself, and there he was, dead. I didn't stick around. Somebody might think I'd done it. The strange thing is, Wilkins weren't wearing no bandana when I was talking to him. Only the workmen in the brewery wear bandanas.
Oh,
You
the
should talk to
workmen in the
Morris then.
brewery wear the bandanas. Which means we've now unlocked the brewery. Come along, Artie.
This is a super cool looking island. Don't remember if it looked like this before the update.
Big boots.
How would the murderer have done it?
That is a boss arena.
Whoop, yeah.
Try to establish a motive.
Well, I was inside the brewery all day. I wear me bandana in there. Man has to, what with all the smells and fumes. Well, I was inside the...
Oh, there's the other clue. There's the cigarettes.
I should return and find out about this.
Hey, dude. Tell me about
I don't
cigarettes.
much know who smokes here. Maybe Taylor. Cigarette might be his.
Huh.
I quit smoking
It
months
wasn't me
ago.
bugged out. I walked into
You
this
know,
big boss fight
I
early
saw
on,
somebody
big
from the
boss.
brewery having a smoke this morning. Didn't see who it was, though.
Everybody's like, I don't know who smokes. What are you talking about?
Well, like I said, I was inside. Didn't get a chance to come out to smoke. Colton left, though. You could talk to him. He's working in the loading area just now.
Let's go talk to Colton.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh, did you... Please tell me you saw the thing I linked you. Yes!
I was having a chat
that-
with
was-
one of the
was that
others
the
when
thing?
I heard a
Yes.
commotion and ran in there to find
That
Wilkins
is just...
dead.
Yes. It's just
Poor
a Vita.
bloke, killed by that filthy little bastard that we feed and pay. I don't smoke. Never
Silver
did.
Boy means life.
Also, I highly recommend taking a look at the
I should return and find out about it.
amazing resolution on that.
Oh, very well. So I do smoke now and then. What's the matter?
Anyway, hey, look, it's this
I
guy.
should be foreman here. Wilkins coddled the boys like a mother hen.
This
He
guy
come
who's
along,
the only
stops
guy
making the
in
boys
this
a beat.
entire area of London who smokes, and there were stubbed out cigarettes
much
near
more
the
difficult than it
footprints
initially
of
appeared.
the guy
Well
who
done.
did the killing.
Up to the click with you.
A simple matter of murder.
That guy seems to be pretty well incriminated.
Oh yeah.
That it was somebody else.
What? Surely not, because there are 10 of these missions.
Oh, they're all gonna end up being the same like person in all of them.
What?
I thought each one was gonna be like a different murder case.
They are each.
Otherwise, it would get really old if it was just tracking one killer the whole time.
Their individual murder cases make me mad.
But they're all tracking the same person.
No,
Okay, good.
but they're individual.
Oh God.
What?
Nothing.
Don't jump ahead here.
Is this gonna be a thing where it's like you go in and convict everybody and then realize you did it wrong?
It's totally not going to be like L.A. Noire. What are you talking about?
Is this gonna be like, who was that one guy in England who killed a lot of people?
No, this is not Jack the Ripper.
Okay, good.
That's a different DLC.
Well, apparently the big dumb boss fight arena is here, but they haven't actually added the Cyclops yet.
Whoops.
Don't mock the Clops. So is Assassin's Creed lore that like Cyclopses and gods and all that stuff existed, or are those just things that Abstergo added in?
The
No,
gods
they
were ancient aliens.
Yeah,
and
it's
as the ancient Greek monsters appear to have been different experiments conducted by the ancient aliens.
Aha.
We'll get there. One might say we're almost there. Hook me up, kid.
Yep, this is definitely still my favorite Assassin's Creed location so far. Just London looks cool.
It really
London
does.
is cool looking. Although, man, I really, really, really like ancient Greece.
I haven't seen that one yet, so
yeah,
it's real good looking.
We'll get there.
We will eventually.
Yeah, the one thing I don't like about this one is the endless child labor.
I mean, he freed most of the children, I think.
Yeah, like there's no more child labor to be done. It's
not in the sense of don't abuse the kids, but in the sense of, oh god, another child labor mission.
We've done all of those. There's no more. Yeah.
Good.
Again, we're just solving murders now,
tragedy in the park.
and then doing the Queen
Another
Victoria stuff.
chance to
Probably.
sort out a diabolical conundrum. One that I'll turn into a one-a-penny read for Perlock.
And that dude's like, "All right, we're gonna write him up for the Penny Dreadfuls."
Gonna turn this murder into a cool story.
Oh yeah. Where is this corpse? There's the corpse. Stabbed many times by a left-handed person, potentially.
You can't trust left-handed people.
Trevor Alton.
I should go back and ask about this. I should go back and ask about this.
Looks like there's another clue over here where there's a lot of bloodstains leading to a knife.
It does sound like a clue.
It is a standard kitchen knife.
That's not a knife. This is a knife. That's not a knife, that's a spoon.
What the hell? There we go. That was weird.
Prudence and I are
Try to
engaged to
fast
be
travel to
married.
a location in the
I'm
Odyssey. Every
desperate
time
to see her.
the
She should be
alarm was
by any
filled up,
moment. She
it,
had
like,
something important to tell
popped
me.
off the thing.
I'm worried she's going to break off the
Wouldn't let me fast
engagement.
travel
That
Ooh,
guy.
This game has puddles.
It does.
Yeah. They look pretty good.
That guy does
Sure,
not.
it's Spider-Man level, but it's definitely got him.
Does not seem to know that his fiancée is dead.
Someone's got to break the news. Might as well be you.
And here's this letter that's like, hey, I want to meet with you.
This is high. Will you be staying long?
Let's go talk to the doctor.
The way that guy was animating reminded me of The Sims for some reason. It's like...
There's a lot of sim animations, I feel like, in like this guy. This guy is tripping balls.
Ooh.
There are a lot of clues here in this office. There's a clue. Please suspend Mr. Shelby's prescription. But it was written by someone with a right hand. Or someone with their right hand, rather. Words are hard. Mild sedative. Oh no! They gave her the antidepressant and then she started having the affair. Because that's how that works.
That's how
Now
I
that
do
I've
it.
seen this, I should ask more questions.
I'm particularly good at having affairs since I have no significant other.
That's how you have the good affairs.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. What's going on up here?
Do you remember that really annoying
Well,
part
now,
of Assassin's
I
Creed
didn't ask
Odyssey
about this.
where there are just large buildings in every city that if you walk near, everyone attacks you?
Yes.
That's really frustrating.
I like that said aggressively seduced people.
Oh my God, Prudence! How horrible! I was about to propose. But I don't understand.
Well, apparently the
She and I
doctor was
didn't
going to
have a meeting
propose to
arranged
the
today.
lady.
It is true that we sometimes meet in the park, but there was no arrangement for this morning. That's very odd indeed. Prudence was a patient here, but wasn't given this prescription. There's no reason that she should be carrying such a packet. You appreciate, I'm sure, that I cannot discuss the condition of any of my
Doctor-patient
patients.
confidentiality. Who are you? Mr. Shelby.
I don't know any of Dr. Alton's other patients.
That is the reaction of someone who doesn't know any
I'm
of the
quite
other,
angry, actually. I was having
patients.
such terrific results.
Oh, yeah, that
I
guy was
felt like a
sensing
new
out pretty
man.
good.
Oh, yeah.
Much more vigorous and outgoing. But the doctor has ended the prescription altogether for no reason.
I'm sorry to hear about her murder. She was a patient here, but increasingly began to stop by socially. Mr. Baxter apparently attacked the doctor yesterday. It was after hours, but the doctor did have a cut on his cheek.
Attack the doctor after
Poor
hours.
Dr. Alton makes house calls to see him. Baxter doesn't come into the office. I make up the prescriptions and he picks them up at noon when I'm away at lunch. So she was meeting Dr. Alton in the park, was she? My understanding was that she was engaged to someone. In any case, the good doctor could do better, in my opinion. Perhaps now he will.
Alright, that's all the clues there. Let's go to Prudence's house. Oh, wait. Let's go upstairs because he wants me to talk to the doctor again. What's up with your cheek?
An unfortunate incident. One of my patients became overexcited.
Okay. Why is this lady's house so far away?
Because you gotta stretch for time.
Got a pad for time in this PlayStation exclusive mission pack.
Exactly. You don't want people to find out the PlayStation exclusive mission pack is over in like 20 minutes. You gotta stretch all these missions out. God damn it! Do you remember that part where there's a big building in the middle of every city? And if you go too close to it, everyone freaks out and attacks you?
You have mentioned this, yes.
Yeah. Again. Like, I managed to avoid it the first time by getting out of the area before anybody saw me. The thing just turned red and I was like, oh shit, gotta back out. I was like, alright, fine, I'll find another way around. And then I got my mission objective and I was like, okay, just gotta go this way. And I took like 5 steps and immediately got jumped by guards.
Nice.
It's trespassing. That's barely even a crime. It's not a real crime.
6th best game of 2018.
I don't know. I've got a mission to put on a play, and the first objective is to get the audience drunk. So I think it could have moved up a spot or two. I mean, we never all signed and ratified this game with Eagle List. We can all hold as many grudges about it as we want. Are they not hitting you with the Sherlock text every 5 seconds now? Like the text floating up in the air over everything?
It only shows up when you're in Eagle Vision.
Okay.
And there we go. Break engagement to Gilbert. Rapturous night with Trevor. Woman outside. But yeah, since I wasn't in Eagle Vision, it was not,
I saw her kissing my man in the park, didn't I? I followed her to the street yesterday, but lost her. I'll come every day if need be, until I catch her again. That trollop better promise to let him alone, or I'll give her what for.
He's simsing out and talking about trollops.
He's all mine, I tell you.
All the girls want a bit of Baxter, but they can't have him.
You ask him yourself. He lives just that way.
Checks out.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to kill so many people to get this wine.
I always get what I wanted is my due, written by a left-handed man. There are a lot of notes just scattered around.
My opponent just murdered my dinosaur.
Rude. Appears to be someone with multiple personalities.
Nope, up the ladder. Oh no.
Oh, good. I got another dinosaur.
And since it's talking about being of my own creation, and also talking about, oh hey look, there's a knife missing from this kitchen set that is identical to the one from the crimes. Whew.
Does this crazy person have one personality who's right-handed and one who's left-handed?
Yes.
Okay.
That is what they are saying, yes.
Is that how multiple personalities work?
I don't know. There was a thing on the QI Twitter account recently that was talking about how sometimes with multiple, the official term at this point is dissociative identity disorder.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, sometimes your dissociative identity can have a dissociative identity of its own, which sounds hilarious.
I mean, that makes sense. If you can split off once, why not do it twice?
But, does seem to be this Baxter guy, and also, I bet, not since I've, done this before or anything, and I'm, remembering these missions as we go along.
That medicine was developed by Dr. Alton specifically for
and
one
they're
of our
talking about
patients,
developing
Mr.
special
Shelby.
medicines.
But he's been using it for another patient as
I
well.
believe it is the doctor who, did the deed, did the stabbings.
Undid it.
And also because he was like,
I couldn't help myself. The powder unleashed
"Oh, I didn't leave this doctor's office at all last night. What about your cut cheek? Oh yeah, I got into it with a patient."
I knew something was amiss with the medical powder, but didn't
And then
understand
Artie's
until you
shown
found
up
those
and is like,
papers.
"Hey, I'm
Well
behind
done.
you now, kid." What's up? Oops.
To the click with you.
Dr. Reichert.
Yep.
This doctor may actually know more about medicine.
We're just gonna follow Artie and see where he goes. Look at him run! Look at him run! Look at that kid run!
I will as soon as possible.
Look at him go! He is booking it.
Wow, yeah.
That is a running animation.
Right out of The Quiet Man.
Oh yeah. Mom's dead parkour. Anyway. Where is another crime to solve?
Yeah, I think they call that a power walk.
There it is.
Also, that kid looks like a little person.
I mean, he is a little person. What are you talking about? He's a kid. All kids are little people. But sorry.
You should be.
Man, he is still running. I'm just gonna fast travel away from him because that is too weird. Ow. As I pop all my fingers. Oh, loading screens. Let's solve some more crimes! I do like that all of these missions have great names. Like, I believe this one that I'm coming up on is called Death Stalks the Colonel.
Thanks.
Let's see, the other ones were A Simple Matter of Murder.
You alright? Take this!
And also The Case of the Conflicted Courtship.
Those all sound like shitty books I would read. So yes, those are good names.
What's up, Artie?
There you are. This could be interesting. There's no shortage of firearms in this neighborhood.
Anyway, looks like a colonel got shot. Let's go investigate.
Black.
Let's go looks like they had to blast a Bobby. High precision at noon. There's a blood stain there. There's a feather.
I should return and find out about this.
And a clock.
Well now, I didn't ask about this.
And some dynamite. So many clues. Oh, what's this?
I should go back and ask about this.
Is this a clue? No, that is not a clue. I'm missing a clue. Oh, wait. Aha! We have 2 bullet paths that are very Sherlock.
He was a good man, very honourable. I'm proud to have served under Colonel Prescott in the 11th Foot Gold Coast, Africa. I was on my way here.
Two
Got
shots
I
right
did.
at the stroke of
Right at the stroke of
noon.
noon. Prescott put that up in memory of the time he led a sortie across the Pra River to outflank Ashanti warriors. Things turned out badly that day. Horrific. We lost several of our comrades. Prescott wanted us to remember them. Bullet hole in the clock. Huh, that's a new one. It could have already been there when I arrived at noon. Or maybe it was the second shot I had.
Right, and then this guy. Oh, it's Aberline. It's probably Aberline.
Prescott was shot almost exactly
Aberline.
at 12 o'clock noon.
Can't trust that guy.
Yep. He's
When
waiting
Colonel
to
Prescott
disguise
resigned
this.
from the army,
I
he
know.
used his connections and started this munitions factory. He wanted the men that served with him to have work when they left the army.
Also, man, he is animating
The
super
young lads
good.
across the street were fooling with a pistol they'd found. A bullet must have gone astray through the wooden fence. Hit Mr. Prescott smack in the
Like,
chest.
ever since Grav mentioned that
Bloody
they look like they're
unlucky for all
animating out of The
concerned.
Sims, like, that's all I can see.
Apparently
Especially
they put the
with
clock
this
there while
guy.
doing some repairs.
Oh, man.
It still runs, I notice.
Just like...
I mean, I am watching it with the sound off, but man, they're pantomiming.
Mm-hmm.
A large puddle of beer. We'll follow that momentarily.
Just looking around like he has no idea where your character is.
Kid shooting position.
Yeah.
For all your kid shooting needs.
We stood right there on a mark and shot the target. I went to shoot, but there was a loud bang. I was surprised and missed the target completely. It wasn't me who
I'm no
killed the man.
murderer, says this
I'm
tiny
no
child
murderer.
wearing an apron.
We found a revolver underneath
Sounds
the
like a
lovely
murderer
large
to me.
window. Don't know where it came from.
They found a revolver here, so what's up here?
Child labor has gotten so out of control they're even doing the murders.
Oh no.
It's gotta stop these infants from taking our jobs.
Anything? Guns!
Now that I've seen this,
Oh, hey.
I should ask more questions.
I'm gonna guess the murderer was up here with this rifle that says the same unit as the guy the colonel was from.
I don't know, that seems awfully presumptuous.
Also, there's just beer on the floor here. Oh, there's the bath. No, excuse me. At the barrel depot.
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this.
A partially plucked dead white goose. Well, that's where the feather came from.
Oh no.
How's it going?
This quest is taking a turn that I'm into but also worried about.
Is it one of the new ones?
It's one of those. I think it's the first one of the ones they added in the Lost Tales of Greece. Then we have to put on the play about Leonidas.
Oh.
So it's like, oh, we need to get the audience drunk so they'll watch our play. And you have two options of like steal wine from military fort, where everything is really expensive, or steal wine from like shithole, like the stables.
From what's his face's winery?
Yeah, it's just like some random stables. But yes, also Marcos.
I wonder if someone can tell me more about this.
I went for the expensive wine, and then she drank it, and I was like, oh, this is terrible. Like, this wine tastes like horse piss. I need to find more, like, better wine.
As I drove by.
And then she's like, oh, what's this? I just got an item that says, the Wine Society Invitation. I have a bad feeling about where this quest is going to go.
I heard two loud bangs, but thought nothing of it. Later, I found a bullet hole in
As
a
long
barrel.
as it's fermented.
Imagine that.
And in something brand new for the game, they actually want me to go to my key items and read the invitation.
Oh.
I don't think they've ever wanted that before in the game.
Fell on my doorstep a few years ago. He's in a bad way, has some sort of malady. Rides in the back while I make deliveries. Hard worker.
Secret
Very
underground
determined.
wine society under the fort.
That's great.
Gotta go find this fucking basement entrance under the fort to the secret wine society. And there's a fucking thing on the note that just says, don't tell the officers.
There was an hole in a barrel. I've got
The
no
soldiers have
explanation
formed a
for that.
super elite wine
That's
society.
for some sickness I picked up a while ago. Can't remember the name of it.
Time to murder all of them. Oh god, they're actually having an extended conversation down here about wine.
I guess I need to run back to somewhere to talk to someone. Because I'm not... I have a suspect, I think. It's probably the sick guy who's like, I got some weird sickness. Don't pay attention to me.
Oh my god. Wine tasting jokes. I love it.
Ooh, ah.
What am I missing here? I need to go back up in the attic or something? No. So I think it's pretty clear that, like, dude, what did the killing was up here. I guess I need to find where that other shot came from. That would probably be a smart thing to do. Aha!
Aha.
This guy.
Him and me like to insult each other. I was a lieutenant under his command in Africa. I love the army. No one questions you
Oh
when you
god,
wear
there's a
uniform.
pit of lynxes down here.
Anyways, every morning when he arrived,
This
we'd
is even
call
a
out
thing.
and joke with each other.
This wine society's into some weird
Yeah.
shit.
Well, Prescott led a flanking sortie that went wrong. Lots of casualties. Some men called the colonel a coward, but it were really just bad luck. Anyway, he resigned. To make
Oh, God,
amends,
get
he
off me.
offered work at his factory whenever one of us left the army. I admit it. I sell stolen rifles
This
and
guy
pistols.
sells black
All
market
very hush-hush.
guns.
Black market. I made that shot.
Can you buy black
Early
market
this
guns?
morning, Prescott challenged me to plug the 12 from my shot. I missed just slow. No one witnessed it. It was too early in the morning.
So the shot at the clock happened super early.
I was a sniper fighting the Ashanti. I used that gun this morning for Prescott's challenge. It's the only Whitworth we have. I'd never sell it.
So it wasn't that guy. So I guess maybe it wasn't, maybe I was wrong, it was not the guy up there. But there was the guy who was like, I don't know anything, stop talking to me. I'm sick. I don't know where I got it. Yeah. And he's got medicine for a thing that happened in Africa. What?
Sorry, I just saw a guard doing something I'd never seen a guard do before.
You.
His goddamn cowardice in Africa got me best friends killed. He should have faced a firing squad.
Very good sleuthing on your part. It's a miracle anyone survived
Some
what
kind
with
of
all
weird
those bullets whizzing about.
cross-cultural wine society? This dude's an Athenian guard, but it was a Spartan fort. Oh no! Oh, that went bad for that man. I'm so sorry. Way to save that video. I tried to knock that guy out, like, non-lethally, because I was trying not to kill these wine society guys because they seem okay. But the like takedown animation put him through one of those oil barrels next to a campfire. So he got knocked unconscious like directly into a giant fire pit.
Oops.
Oh, ouch.
Anyway, we got
sorry guy.
Like quite a few of these left. It's been 2.5 hours. I am going to call that a stream.
Okay.
And then next time we'll probably finish up the Dreadful Crimes and the Victoria stuff. And then finally move on.
To good Assassin's Creed.
To a slightly worse Assassin's Creed. And then to a good Assassin's Creed. Anyway.
I don't know about Origins. Oh god. That man too. Sorry. That was the auto-targeting stuff.
Sorry. I'm laughing at Grav's link. Anyway. I'm gonna hit the stop stream button. Night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Right.